Hello, everyone. My name is Marcel Romulus, and today I'm going to be discussing general strain theory. And this theory helps us explain why a lot of individuals turn to crime because of things like societal pressures and economical pressures as well. A good example of that would be the 2008 economic recession, where there was a huge spike in property crimes, which highlights how societal strains can often lead to delinquency. So let's first start with the foundations of strain theory. So, the original idea of strain theory was created by Robert K. Merton in 1938, and in his explanation, he basically said that society sets a lot of goals for us, whether it's to be very successful, whether it's to have the best education, have a lot of money, and we're expected as a society to achieve those goals. Merton also introduced the concept of enemies, which means the breakdown of social norms that creates feelings of just disconnection or just feeling unwanted. Merton argued that when people can't achieve these goals, they resort to crime, and this is relevant in people who don't come from a good background, don't have a good education, or might not have a good job. So let's get into general strain theory, which was created by Robert Agnew in the 1990s, and he just expanded more off of Merton's idea, but he included three different types of strains. So the first one is goal blockage, and that's basically just being prevented from achieving very important goals, mostly goals that society values, whether, like I was saying the examples from before, whether it's getting a nice house, or just not even a nice house, just being a homeowner, having a nice car, getting a landing the best job, just things like that. The second one is loss of positive stimuli. So just losing something that's just very important to you. That could be materialistic, that could be a relationship with someone, or just losing something that you really love, like a parent or even just a family dog, something like that. Then the last one is negative stimuli, which is basically when you experience harmful conditions that can be experiencing abuse. It could be like things like cyberbullying, stuff like that. And when these strains happen, it can lead to a lot of negative emotions. It leads to a lot of frustration, aggression, and those people can lash out, and it can result into a delinquent behavior. A good example of this that I can think of is when it comes to youth, especially in low income areas. They can feel a lot of resentment and a lot of kind of just like wondering why they don't have what kids their age have, who they have nicer houses, they have nicer cars, better education. Like they have a better future than them, so that can lead to criminal behavior because they think I'm stuck here, what do I have? So it's like they kind of like, I have nothing to lose, I have nothing going for me, so they go to commit crimes because of that feeling. So let's get into the economic strain and crime. So economic conditions can greatly influence crime rates, and there's been a lot of studies that have shown that higher levels of like social stress, especially with unemployment, which is a really, really big one, can go hand in hand and increase crime rates. There was research done by Richard Rosenfeld, and in his research, he found out that consumer confidence is linked to crime. So when people feel secure financially, crime rates tend to decrease a lot. And according to the Office of Justice Programs, the state stress index goes further into this, and it shows that states that have a lot of economic hardships have reports of higher crime rates compared to states that don't have as many economic hardships. So, yeah. So there have also been a lot of critics of the strain theory. Um, Critics feel that the strain theory, does not grasp the full picture of all the things that go into today's society. And there have been a lot of efforts to improve opportunities for a lot of people who don't come from the greatest backgrounds or don't have the best resources. But there have been recent studies that have showed that people who are part of delinquent behavior don't have higher levels of distress compared to other people, other friends, or other peers. And it's with that conclusion, it kind of suggests that negative emotions aren't the only thing that is behind why people commit crimes or go to criminal behavior. So there obviously are more things that are behind that. So in conclusion, the general strain theory gives a lot of insight of how societal pressures and economic pressures contribute to delinquent behavior. And I think it's very important that we understand these types of strains that a lot of the individuals face, because a lot of us can't experience those strains, but how we cope with them definitely influences our future, where we can deal with the same things. A lot of people achieve greatness. A lot of people become actresses. A lot of people have become very wealthy businessmen, and they've come from some of those strains. But other people don't get those opportunities, and some of those people end up just stuck in that position. And I think it's really important that we understand those issues to help prevent criminal behavior and help give people another chance to have a better life and a better success for themselves. So thank you for listening.